So till now, we have learnt about fractions as parts of a whole. We have one whole, we cut it into many parts, equal parts, we take some parts from that. But what if we have a collection of things? So with one thing and cutting into pieces, you're aware what to do. But let's say we have a box of apples or a collection of things. Here also we can cut it into several pieces. Of course, we can't cut it, but we can group them together into different parts, equal sized parts, or equal number of apples into each of the groups. So fractions can be parts of a whole or groups, equal groups, or groups with equal items in a collection. So let's say two friends need to share this box of apples. So for this apple, I would cut it into two equal halves or two equal parts and maybe give one to each. And if I have this box here, then I cannot cut it, but I can divide it into two equal groups. Equal groups means the number of apples in each group should be the same. So let me show that to you. So now I have two equal sized groups. So each of this group is one half. So if I have to write one half here, I would say this part here that I'm shading, this would be 1 by 2, right? This is also 1 by 2, this is also 1 by 2, and this is also 1 by 2. And of course, this also is 1 by 2. But you see, there's a difference here. Here, I would say each of these friends got half of the apple. But here, I can say the friends got half of the box, which is half of the collection, or we can say they got, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say they got 6 apples. So we can say that half of the total, half of 12 is actually two equal parts of 12. So I can say 12 divided by 2, which will be 6 items. So yes, fractions of a collection, of course, is the fraction, but we can also find out how many pieces or how many items are there in that fractional part of this entire box. So let's say now I have three friends and I want to divide this box of apples equally into three equal parts. Of course, I can't cut it. Therefore, I make groups. I make groups of equal number of apples or items. So now with these three groups, I can say each of them is one third, right? So you see this is also one third, three equal groups. Now each of these three is one third, one third, one third. But this is also one third, one third, one third. So therefore I can say if this is one third and inside this group I put four apples. So can I say my total in each of these groups, three groups, if I put 4, my total will be 12. And of course, the one that I want to consider here, which is this one, I will, of course, that will also have 4. So 4 and 12 here, 12 is the total out of that 4. So you see that one third, actually this one third here is actually the same as 4 by 12, which we've already done before. So I can say one third is what each of these three friends can get, or I can say 4 by 12 is also what they get. However, the number of apples that they get is actually 4, which I would say is 12 divided by 3, of course. But let's say if I ask you how many two of the friends get, then I would say they would get 2 by 3, which would of course be 12 divided by 3 multiplied by 2, which would be 4 multiplied by 2, which will be 8 apples. It's in a very simple way, 2 thirds. One of the thirds is 4, two of the thirds will be 8, and three of the thirds will of course be a whole, which is 4, 4, 4, and 12. Therefore, 2 thirds is 3 parts of 12. First of all, 1 third, which is 12 divided by 3. And two of those, so 12 divided by 3 is 4. 2 times that is 4 times 2 is 8. So please understand 2 thirds of this collection uh, of course can mean 2 thirds as a fraction, but it can also be 8 apples. So 1 by third of this is 4 apples, 2 by 3 is of course 8 apples, and 3 by 3, which is one whole, which is of course 12 apples. So please remember that. But let's say we have two boxes of apples and I have to break it, I have to give it to 6 friends. So of course I need to make equal groups, 6 equal groups. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There'll be 2 in each because 12 divided by 6 is 2. And I'll of course do the same with this box too. So I will do this. I will group it into 6 equal groups. Of course, that's 2 each. So let's say if I have to give away 7 of these groups. So can I say 7 sixths? Of course, 6 sixths as we have discussed before, 6/6. That's one whole. And other than that, we have one more sixth. Of course, these two are the same. And of course, each of the sixths, which is 12 divided by 6, which is 2 apples. Therefore, 7 times 2 is 14. Therefore, 14 apples will go. And of course, another way would be 1 would be 12 apples plus 1 by 6. 1 by 6 means 6 parts of the whole. Total apples is 12 divided by 6, which of course will be 2. Therefore, this will be 12 plus 2. This will also be 14. So either ways, 7 by 6 or 1/6, it means the same thing. Those many apples or that part of these two boxes was given away.